Well, Americans fell in love with Mississippi native Whitney Miller when she won the very first season of Fox's MasterChef. That's where she was dubbed the pastry princess. Well, she just kept rising from there. See what I did there, huh? Writing best-selling cookbooks like her latest, which is, I think, just perfect. It's called New Southern Table. She also founded her own cookie company, Whitney's Cookies, here to show us how to make the perfect Christmas cookie. I want you to welcome Whitney Miller. Welcome.
Thank you.
You know, you did a little bit with our show several years ago.
Yes.
In the early days, we went down to southern Tennessee and made chicken and dumplings with this wonderful retired Marine, Hoyt Tidwell. And I told you then, we got to get you on the show to do your own thing. And it took this long to finally get you here.
I know, yes, a lot has happened. But this is the perfect time because I launched Whitney's Cookies in 2020, and so much has happened since then. And recently, we launched our own cookie store. So you can go down to downtown Franklin and sample lots of our cookies. I'm gonna give
Not that I would ever do that, of course. You're gonna show us how to make a cookie.
Yeah, so this is the first cookie that I really ever created. This is a brownie cookie. So I'm gonna get you to help me.
Okay.
This is 4 eggs.
All right.
And a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And you can go ahead and start stirring that together.
Okay.
We're gonna add some sugar. Now this is a little chef's tip. I use raw cane sugar. So it's bigger granules and it has that like cane sugar flavor. Like regular granulated sugar, I just feel like just missing that flavor profile. And then this is Nutella. So that was 1 1/4 cups of
I thought that was
sugar.
chocolate. Nutella.
And then Nutella, a 1/4 cup of that. I mean, just chocolate on chocolate.
By the way, we're going to have the recipe on our website when we connect you to Whitney. So don't worry if you're not getting it all of it real quickly.
Now, more chocolate, of course, because this is brownie. So I melted this, and you want it to go ahead and like thicken and chill. So just like you're doing, if you're at home, what I would recommend is if this is a little warm, it's called tempering the eggs.
Oh.
So you
Am I
just
doing
add
a phenomenal
little bit
job
at a
over
time.
here?
Perfect.
There we go. Perfect. That's a word I hear from my wife all the time. Perfect. Not.
So all of that comes together. That's chocolate and butter. Now we're gonna add the part that's actually gonna make it a cookie. Because right now it's like fudge.
All right.
So we have some flour, half a cup of flour, and then we have the leavener, and that's baking powder and some salt. This just comes together.
You just keep dumping stuff in there. I got to stir it all up. There you go.
And then once it's all combined, what do you think we're gonna add?
That looks like semi-sweet chocolate, is it?
We're gonna add
dark
more
chocolate?
Yes.
You know, I called it semi-sweet. It's supposed to be dark chocolate. It used to be semi-sweet when I was a kid, but now we call it dark chocolate because it sounds better and it's healthier.
And it's
you're
yummy.
supposed to have it. Yeah, it is. It is my favorite. I do like it
So
much
those little
better.
chunks of chocolate is just gonna give you like little puddles of like ooey gooey lava. And this is gonna set up in the fridge. You want this to set up for like an hour or 2.
Okay.
It really needs to get nice and thick. And then you're just gonna take a cookie scoop, scoop it up, put it on your baking sheet. And I like to line mine with parchment paper. 2 reasons. One, it makes it less mess and it doesn't stick.
Parchment paper is the greatest invention ever.
It really is, yes.
I mean, I just love it. It's so good. You could just take it off the pan, put the pan right back in the cabinet, and throw the parchment paper away. It's wonderful. Did y'all know that? Yeah, absolutely. If you didn't, you do now.
So
This is thick now, Whitney. You don't need to stick this in a refrigerator. Never be able to stir it. I think I've done this. I've got carpal tunnel now.
It's perfect. It's perfect. You can also use a hand mixer, too.
Okay.
But I wanted you to go work out, so.
Well, I did. But it's worth it because I'm looking at those cookies and I'm thinking I'm going to get one here in a minute.
So this is the finished product for Whitney's Cookies. The cookies that you're going to make at home are going to be a little bit smaller than this, but I just love
Maybe
the
not.
wow factor. Or you could use a big cookie scoop and have the wow factor at home.
You know what?
Yeah.
I would think a scoop of ice cream on top of that
Yes.
might.
Yes.
Did you hear the audience? Ooh. They're into it, I tell you they are.
And the tip is to serve it warm.
Yes.
Like, that's my big thing. So if you come in our store in downtown Franklin, we will serve every cookie warm.
Really?
Because that is, to me, the way to go.
I couldn't agree more. That is a wonderful way to serve a cookie. These are some of the samples that you have at your store.
Yes, so we always say classic chocolate chip, but this is better than any chocolate chip cookie you'll ever have. There's some secret ingredients in there. Then we do something even more special. We take this brownie cookie dough.
Yeah.
We roll it into little balls. And then we stuff it inside of a chocolate chip cookie. It's our stuffed
No
chocolate chip
kidding.
cookie.
Like that one right there?
Yes. You see how big and like mound up it is?
Yes.
So if you break it open, it's fudgy and gooey.
Can I
on
break
the
that
inside.
open right now and look at it? I know others
And
didn't want me to
again,
do
if you,
this.
like,
Oh,
warm it.
man, look at that. Wow. I know that just for health purposes, I'll need to take a bite to make sure nobody would get hurt. Wow. That'll work.
So good.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so not only can you come to Franklin,
Yes.
but people can order these cookies online, right?
They can order them online. We ship them nationwide. It's the perfect cookie to gift to your friends and family all throughout the year for those special occasions. I've always been a cookie lover, like for my birthdays or anything. So give me a cookie and put a candle in it, I'm good to go.
You know what's really cool? You're, just razor thin, and it's amazing that you can eat cookies. And I think this is a good indication that if you eat cookies, you lose weight. This is the greatest cookie in the world. Eat Whitney's cookies, lose the weight, and be thin like her. By golly, I like this lady. Okay.
I have a little bit of something to warm you up.
Okay.
So my great-grandmother would make homemade hot chocolate. And, it's getting colder here in Tennessee.
Yes.
So the perfect pairing, and you can even dunk, because, we haven't had enough chocolate tonight, so let's just add more chocolate.
That ought to do it right there, Whitney.
Yes.
Okay, and I love that. This is true Southern girl. You can dunk the cookie.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Whitney ships cookies all over the country. Let her do the baking this year. I think you will be happy you did. If you visit Huckabee.tv for more information on Whitney's cookies, you can stop by her brand new store in Franklin, Tennessee, just south of Nashville, and pick some up in person. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I hope you will now. The button is just below this video, and there's a little bell next to it. If you click on those, YouTube will reluctantly start letting you know when we've got a new video uploaded.